Hello everyone, it is Erin Floto here, and I'm here setting up my February plan with me. I know it says January at the top, but to be honest, I forgot to film that portion of this video. So we will just go ahead and move on. As you can see, February is the purple month. I do not have the footage of me spinning the wheel because, well, let's just say there was a leak in my roof, water got on my computer, and I don't have any of that type of footage anymore. So here we are setting up the main page. As I mentioned, this is the February plan with me, and all of my themes in 2024 are based on me getting rid of washi tape. So I am doing the exact same thing all of 2024, where I set up all of my cover pages with washi tape, and of course I have the header for February as well. But since I am not doing resets in 2024, let's go ahead and take a look at how January is going. That way you can kind of see how this whole theme, how all these pages are really working for me. It is only the 14th, so of course not all of this is filled out, but you can kind of see that this is working out really, really well for me so far. I have been so dedicated to my bullet journal, and I have been really in love with how this setup is going. Hopefully that continues, because sometimes I don't like being a creature of habit, so sometimes that does not work out for me. But overall, right now, this is working out so stupendously, and it makes me extremely happy. So we are moving on to my calendar page. So these are 7x7 boxes, and each column has a space in between it. And this is a B5 notebook, so I have tons and tons of space, which has been super helpful because I'm only doing monthly pages and daily pages. I do have kind of like a week snapshot on my daily pages, but I'm not filling out the week, if that makes sense. So this has been really, really helpful so that I can mark things in that are happening ahead of time, because I'm literally just going from day to day outside of that. You can kind of see in my January how that went. There's like a little space on each of the pages that all have weekly snapshots, but other than that, it's just daily lists, and I have thoroughly enjoyed that. It is a little difficult not having somewhere like, oh, I know something's happening next Sunday. So that's kind of where I am using this calendar, and it's worked pretty well for me. But of course, not every system is perfect. One day, maybe I will strive to have a perfect system, but today is not that day. I just want something that works as well as it can, and that is the boat that I am in currently. So each of these headers I did in my on my Cricut. So I wrote out the word February just in text, and I cut that out onto sticker paper, and then I did an offcut of the word February. I think it's called offset in the system. So I just cut that out on a colored piece that fit with the theme. Of course, in this case, it is February, and I just used the Michaels brand paper. And there are my goals and finances as well. And we are moving on to the exercise log. So as you all know, exercise is very important to me. Staying physically active is extremely important to me. And so I have an exercise log in this setup. So my January is working really well, and this is the only time that I switched up my exercise log in all 12 months that I've set up for 2024. I'm not really sure why I did, but anyways, I have one calendar on the left-hand side. It's skinny, so I won't be able to really put like my statistics in there. I think I'll just keep that on the right-hand side, but maybe I'll just put like what muscle groups I'm doing and like stickers on the left-hand side. And you can see the washi tape that I put in. I always add more washi tape after the fact, just to like, I want space to work on the you know, in the page, but I do add washi tape as I go, mostly because one of the reasons I'm doing this is because I have so much washi tape and I have nothing to do with it. I don't usually use washi tape in any of my setups anymore. So this is really helping me kind of get my washi tape collection down to a reasonable size, which means that I have to use it. So that is the goal there. On the left-hand side, I have my master task list and my monthly favorites. And then on the right-hand side, I have my projects page. This has been really helpful for kind of breaking down, like I have this one project at work and it has 20 tasks associated with it. I don't want to put that in a master task list. So this projects page has been absolutely wonderful for things like that. I just did that when I was adding all of the Patreon and subscription pages, exclusive pages. I started adding those to my website as a digital download. And so while I was going through, I was kind of making notes and checking off things that needed a little bit more work on them. So again, super, super helpful, that projects page. On the left-hand side, I have my habit tracker. This is just my preferred way of doing habits. I love the individual habit tracker. It really lets me see how that particular habit is going. If I were doing something like a morning routine, I would like to have all of that stuff together and then track it as one type of entity to see how that morning routine is going. But for me, I really, really prefer seeing my habits as like kind of an individual thing. So this type of spread has worked out really, really well for me. And as you can see, getting rid of some washi tape. Honestly, all these washi tapes are gorgeous. And I do love washi tape. It's just, it has never really been conducive to my planning style. I just really got them because of FOMO. And so like me using them basically as decorative elements now, that is way more me than anything else. So hopefully this ends up working out really well. And of course, I have my reading page on the right. So that is where I can just kind of jot down my statistics and the books that I've read in February. And here is my final flip through. As I mentioned, I have an issue with the whole computer thing, so I don't have an end screen. I'm sorry for this video, but you can go ahead and check out my other videos on the channel. And I hope that you really enjoyed this plan with me. Thanks, everyone. Bye.